Hello my dear friends. Me David Nolan, with a new history topic in our channel. Sunil Bharti Mittal. Who is Sunil Bharti Mittal? Sunil Bharti Mittal is an Indian business visionary who established the Bharti Enterprises, a business aggregate settled in New Delhi, India. The organization, which bargains in numerous ventures across areas including telecom, retail, and monetary administrations, is India's biggest telecom organization. Brought into the world as the child of a government official, Mittal was the first from his family to wander into the business area. Being an original business visionary is no simple undertaking, and he needed to confront a few difficulties prior to arriving at the tallness of progress that he has arrived at today. Favored with a significant degree of desire and a sharp feeling of business, he set out to step into the business areas overwhelmed by modern goliaths like the Tatas, Birlas, and the Ambanis. With his persistent difficult work and sheer assurance, in addition to the fact that he managed to cut a specialty for himself, yet additionally arose as one of the business chiefs in the telecom areas with his lead organization Bharti Airtel, which works in nations across South Asia and Africa. Truth be told, the accomplishment of his business provoked the Prime Minister of India to choose him as co-chair of the India-Africa Business Council. He is likewise a donor who trusts in rewarding the general public. He has been running after instructing the more vulnerable areas in India through the Bharti Foundation, the charitable arm of his endeavors. Youth and early life. He was brought into the world on the 23rd of October 1957 in an Agarwal family in Ludhiana, Punjab, India. His dad, Satpal Mittal, was a much-regarded lawmaker. Sunil has two siblings, Rajan Mittal and Rakesh Bharti Mittal. He went to the Winberg Allen School in Mussoorie for some time prior to continuing on to Scindia School at Gwalior. Later on he selected at the Punjab University, from where he graduated in 1976 with a Bachelor of Arts and Science. Career. Sunil was yearning and business disapproved since early on. He started to import scraps and bike parts when he was only 19 and proceeded to fabricate a limited-scale venture to make treated steel sheets. Eventually he moved to Mumbai to seek after his business dreams, where he began a limited-scale, selling his spotless sheets. This experience instructed him that he could turn into a fruitful finance manager, as he was acceptable at making deals and convincing individuals. Along with his siblings, he began an import undertaking named Bharati Overseas Trading Company in 1980, and the following year he bought, bringing in licenses from sending out organizations in Punjab. He got a vendor with Suzuki Motors and imported huge number of their convenient electric-controlled generators from Japan. Before long his business was flourishing and he turned into a mogul. He confronted an emergency when the public authority restricted the import of generators to advance assembling of generators inside the country. He needed to search for other business roads now. He saw a press-button telephone while in Taiwan, and in 1984 he began collecting press-button telephones in India. He dispatched Bharati Telecom Limited, and by the mid-1990s he was producing fax machines, cordless telephones, and other telecom gear. The government welcomed offers for versatile communication in 1992, and Sunil was effective in offering for one of the 4 cell phone network licenses unloaded. He teamed up with the French telecom bunch Vivendi, who consented to work with him notwithstanding the way that he was as yet a little clog that time. He dispatched administrations in Delhi in 1995 when Bharati Cellular Limited (BCL) was shaped to offer cell administrations under the brand name Airtel. Under his bearing, the organization turned out to be extremely fruitful, and inside a couple of years turned into the main telecom organization to cross the 2 million versatile endorser mark. By dispatching India One, the country's first private public just as the global significant distance specialist co-op, he cut down the STD/ISD cell rates in India. This added to Bharati's prosperity significantly. Over the years he moved between various successes, and his endeavor developed complex to turn into India's biggest telecom undertaking. Today Bharati has joint endeavors with a few worldwide pioneers like Singtel, SoftBank, AXA and Del Monte. He is presently filling in as the Vice Chairman of the International Chamber of Commerce (ICC), and is likewise on the Prime Minister of India's Council on Trade and Industry, World Economic Forum's International Business Council, and Telecom Board of International Telecommunication Union (ITU). A modest and unassuming individual, despite all his prosperity, he accepts that it is his obligation to reward the general public. Subsequently, the Bharti Foundation, the altruistic part of Bharti Group, was dispatched to help social causes. The establishment works in excess of 254 schools and gives training to more than 46,000 kids from more vulnerable areas of the general public. Grants and achievements. The Fortune magazine named him the Asia Businessman of the Year in 2006. He was regarded with the Padma Bhushan, one of the greatest non-military personnel grants in India, in 2007. Philanthropist of the Year award was introduced to him at the Asian Awards in 2010. Individual life and legacy. He is hitched to Nina, with whom he has 3 kids, girl Aisha and twin children Kaving and Shravan. Theirs is an affectionate family. Mittal is likewise exceptionally near his siblings, and he had a profound relationship with his dad who passed in 1992.